All right, guys, my gospel is in the back playing. I am getting ready for 2 meetings later today. I am currently battling the fuck out of depression, but we're gonna do a money count and just talk. As you guys know, my preferred method of sharing my life these days is through Patreon, in a similar way that my preference of sharing my spicy life is preferred on OnlyFans. And I don't care how you feel about OnlyFans. I don't care how you feel about women and their sexual expression. We are here to talk about money. That is the premise of this specific website and this specific platform. And with all the things I am currently battling, that is not a battle I am choosing to fight for or with you about. Okay, so let's keep the comments and concerns on money, right? That was just a quick analogy to help you guys understand why you'll never see some of these videos on my other social media platforms, because they do not deserve to see me in my headscarf and gloves counting money, especially with all those evil eyes out there right now. I am a very spiritual person. I spoke about in the past how I, all through high school, and into college, and even after, my primary purpose in life, or so I thought so, my primary purpose in life was to be a holistic healer. And in those communities, I felt supported, I felt loved, I felt valued and cherished. Whether or not I was making X or Y amount of money, I'm not counting yet, you guys. I'm just straightening it out first. I have a plastic down. The money is in a plastic bag. I didn't even have a money bag because I'm allegedly retired. So I wasn't even supposed to be dancing. But somebody called me, said this is where the money was at. Pull up. There was money for me. It's Pisces season. I'm receiving all the abundance. Who the fuck am I to say no to money? So, alas. And not to mention, as a Pisces, and we'll get into this part of my spiel as well very soon, but as a Pisces and just as a lover girl, I have the tendency to look out for other people often. So I had my homegirl come from upstate to try to put her onto some money as well, covered a couple of her expenses. And when you're taking care of other people, that shit start adding up. So that, in addition to me having some goals and things to achieve, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get this money. That being said, a lot of my upbringing and experiences were filled with so much love and light that I now have self-proclaimed myself to be the light put into the dark to shine there, because I definitely think that a lot of my experiences and the fact that I went from being a holistic healer, I went from getting a bachelor's degree in business, I went from, all these different more perceivably glitz and glamour, lighthearted lifestyle things, to now like really getting it out the mud. I think that this has given me a range of experiences that better enables me to be able to level with and speak to ladies that are having similar experiences, because there's not enough positivity out there for us, at least in my opinion. And a lot of the positivity that is out there is whitewashed. You need to hear from a from a slim, dark-skinned black girl that you can get to this money. It'll be easier to believe because it's harder to perceive for society. Again, not the purpose of this video, but a little gem for y'all. So that being said, the reason I choose this platform is because I want to support, uplift, and share my journey with people who support and uplift me. This platform is for men and women. This platform is for non-binary, trans. I don't care who you are. If you want to know how I can live the life I live, this is the platform for you, because no secrets are being kept on this platform. If you can commit to spending almost, let's say, $15 a month, I can commit to sharing my knowledge and wisdom with you. And it's not a costly expense when you think about it. You spend more than that on nonsense. If you smoke weed or you drink, you definitely spend more than that in a month on those habits. So taking $15 out your pocket every month to invest in some wisdom, knowledge, and uplifting information, I think is more than worth it. So I want to reward you guys with wisdom, knowledge, and information as often as I can muster. So this is a more personal video. This is more about some things that I have been combating that maybe you can relate to. And I don't want to say how I've overcome it because I'm still navigating through it, but it's definitely worth sharing, right? So leading up to my birthday, I just felt very discouraged. I felt like I'm 28, don't tell nobody. I said I'm in denial about my age from now until forever. I've decided to be in denial and not tell anyone who asks. Unless you're fucking feeding or financing me, you don't need to know how old I am. So with that being said, I have decided this dollar bill tried to give me a run for my money. I have decided that I just had to be gentle with myself in this process, because leading up to my birthday, and even still now, it's March 3rd, even still now, I'm just feeling this dark, unsettling energy. And as a spiritual person, I know that a part of that is probably just because now that I'm becoming more popular on social media, I've reached 6K on Instagram, on one of my Instagram pages. My engagement is 61K. That means throughout the past 30 days, up until I think like 2 days ago, it went down because I haven't been posting as much. I had 61,000 people watching my page. That's not including the 6K I believe I have on Twitter now. So with that being said, with 12,000 people, let's say a couple of those overlap, let's say 10,000 people looking at me, perceiving me, trying to figure me out, either wishing me well or hating on me. That many people perceiving you as a spiritual person, whether you believe mind over matter or you too are a spiritual person, having that many people perceiving you or expecting things of you, even if it's just you feel like your following is expecting you to post a certain way, or your following is expecting you to post a certain amount of times a week. I had one of my homegirls do a wellness check on me because she was like, "Are you okay? I haven't seen you post today." I'm like, "But I did post." She's like, "No, but not as much as usual. Somebody can have your phone." That's how high the expectation be on you sometimes when people perceive you a certain way. Like, damn, I can't just be taking a break. Somebody could have stole my phone. It's more likely that somebody stole my phone and kidnapped me than it is that I was just taking a break. That's saying something. So with that being said, it's a lot of responsibility and it's a lot of energy, especially if you believe in mind over matter. If you, as a person that I personally, not if you, but because I personally do believe and subscribe into the ideas of energy, it makes it even more draining for me, I'm sure, than it may for somebody that's in denial about it. Whatever. With that being said, it can be very difficult for me to deal with. I didn't know it could be very difficult for me to be able to deal with where I am currently at in life. And you know what? I'm having an epiphany right now that I'm talking about it. I think that a part of the reason I've been feeling so down and depressed was that I was meant to feel how I'm feeling to know how I would feel. And I'm going to explain that. When you perceive yourself to be at a certain level of success, or want to be at a certain level of success, it's important for you to know how to deal with that success, right? Do you have security? Do you have mace? The more popular you become, the more protection you're going to need. Do you have good people around you? Do you know who's fake and who's really your friends, who you would invite to your birthday celebrations or brunches? This is important to know. So as I'm losing people that I perceive as close to me, as I'm dealing with these overwhelming energies that have left me, I think the longest stint I did recently was I spent 3 days in bed. 3 days. I don't remember how many times I even got up to use the bathroom. I do know I did try to drink water as much as I could. My lips are still a little dried out from days spent in bed and depression and sadness. And I attribute it to somebody out there hating. I definitely do, because I even got a tarot reading. I don't usually get readings from people out in public, but I just needed some guidance and affirmation. And even the lady told me, like, I need an energy cleansing. I personally don't trust many people with my energy, so until I can get my hands on one of my mentors, my spiritual mentors that I truly trust, I will not be getting a cleansing from anyone. I am just upping my spiritual repertoire. A friend of mine got me an evil eye keychain. I used to have one that I carried around on my purse all the time. That broke. I should have replaced it then, because who knows how long this energy has been brewing. But I got a new one, which is awesome. And I also have some new incense and oils that I will be acclimating, power of the word, that I will be acclimating into my daily routine. I'm also planning for a daily routine. I'm getting older, and whether I want to face it or not, I am not the girl I used to be. And that girl had so much energy. Oh my gosh. And I'm glad she ran it up. To be honest, if I think about where I was, let's say it's 2024 right now. I've been home for about a year and change. So let's say 2022, right? In my prime, right around 25, 29, feeling sexy, feeling good, and a roster of lovers, mad money coming in and flowing in, and opportunities, and staying out late and running up the bag. I'm glad I did that. The only thing that I wish I had was a financial mentor to help me invest that money. I talk about how I had a big bag once upon a time and didn't lose it. I would do silly things like, I'm not making no money in the club. Let me take $1,000 out of my savings and just go blow it on my friends. And just go blow it in the club. And those same friends are no longer around, but that's neither here nor there. I have to now attribute those, instead of feeling all the deep loss and regret that I've been navigating through. I have to look at those as deposits in the spiritual bank. I paid it forward. Somebody needed it more than I did. I have to look at it as the price of wisdom, the price of me learning that I can achieve goals that big. I can make that much money in that short amount of time. I can do that. And if I can do that working hard and working in after hours till sundown, from sundown to sunup, and sometimes till sundown again, if I can do that, getting it out the mud, imagine what I could do now that I'm older and wiser, or have more to offer the world. So with that being said, as I'm doing this money count, even though I am allegedly retired, I am definitely considering coming out of retirement. I probably will be popping in and out of the club every once in a while. I think it was the desperation of needing to be in the club every day, and the fact that I needed money, and when I walked into the club, it wasn't there always waiting on me. Sometimes, no matter how hard I tried, I would speak to every customer in there once or twice. I would do tricks and this and that, and all the gurus will tell you, it's you're the problem. Money can always be made, but no, sometimes you're just not meant to be there, or sometimes that air of desperation can be sensed by the people that are there. They smell that shit. They smell, oh, she desperate. It don't matter how good you look, how high you try to keep your energy, this, that. Sometimes that shit just leaks through the holes. So with that being said, I think personally that I just needed to create a space where I'm not in need of the money. I have so much abundance flowing in. I have so many projects pending. I have so many opportunities and experiences where if I'm walking into the club, it's to increase the abundance that I already have. I needed to walk and feel in that energy, and not just in a way where I'm speaking it into existence, but in a way where it was my reality. So that is why I've created so many different pages, so many different social medias. I am dedicating myself very soon to learning AI and working with it. I've conquered all different types of social medias, from being late to MySpace, and by the time my mama finally let me get a MySpace, everybody was already moving on to Facebook, to dang, I just had a thought about some money I counted up before that I don't know. I think I deposited it all. But wouldn't it be crazy if I got some more money lingering around somewhere? But anyway, just creating these different avenues for income have put me in a better position where I can walk into the club and move more confidently, move more diligently. I'm back to trying not to drink for a full month. So far so good. I make that face because boy, has there been temptation, and a little sip here and there, not a strong alcohol of wine or juice. But I'm really aiming to be more disciplined with myself without being hard on myself. So I'm not condemning myself for little slip-ups, as long as I know, all right, bitch, you did not go and spend your own money and buy several cups of alcohol. And I want to see it. Or you did not go and you did not buy vapes or this or that. I want to see how much money I could save. How much money I could save just on not drinking. So I think what I'll do, a cute little challenge I'll do is for the month of March, is how much I save by switching to not drinking or not smoking. And every time I go out, and I would typically buy 1 to 2 drinks, I'll pay myself as if I was paying a bartender and put that into a separate account. Y'all feel free to join me and join in on this. But anyway, as I was saying, just creating different avenues of income and sharing that. I also quickly want to talk about, before my count wraps up, I quickly want to talk about my pole classes. So I've recently become inspired to get back into teaching in-person classes. But the only thing is, that was one of the reasons I stopped the in-person classes too, because I felt I was giving more than I was getting. I was accommodating my schedules and jumping through hoops because I felt like I needed the money, instead of telling people my class is on this day, make it if you can. If you can't, oh well. I need to move more into that energy where I show that I value my own time, instead of trying to finagle or finesse my way into anything. Lately, if it isn't convenient for me, I'm not doing it. I passed up an entire photo shoot with a magazine, regretfully, because I was trying to check in for my flight and couldn't check in for my flight. I was tired from working. It was so many different circumstances, and I was like, you know what? It isn't working for me. And maybe if it's not working for me, it's not meant to be. Now, that's not to say be lazy or be stagnant. And the difficult thing is, I have to accept my choice. I beat myself up for a full 24 hours about missing that shoot, how people are going to perceive me, if people are going to think I'm a flake. But at the end of the day, anybody that would have immediately perceived me any kind of way or had anything to say about me is not directly paying my bills or directly impacting my sales, but my mental health and taking care of myself is directly impacting me. So I had to just stand on business about that for myself's sake. So with that being said, it's been a journey not teaching pole classes in person. I haven't gotten as many people to join online, because I know so many people do enjoy the in-person experience. So that's going to be a goal of mine, to get back in the studio, teach a few classes, make sure that I'm recording them so I can push online continuously still. I think that even when I had the in-person classes, I wasn't doing a good job of pushing the online classes while doing the in-person. So I want to make sure I'm doing both. And it isn't I have to stop comparing myself to other creators as well, because if I look at other creators like Fit by Shelly, who Fit to Flaunt, who I actually was a pole ambassador for a while. And I see how she created her own app. She sells her own poles. She teaches her own classes. She has all that going. That is a singular creative. That is a pole dancer who worked in clubs, who then went on to teach classes, who then went on to own a studio and sell poles. Like, it was a singular journey. I don't have a singular journey. You feel me? I'm a model. I'm an actress. I'm an instructor. I do the pole. I dance in clubs still, allegedly. I'm a creative director. I make jewelry. I'm a stylist. I'm a dominatrix, sex worker. Like, there's so many different things that I'm doing. So I can't look at someone else's journey, especially a journey that, you know, may appear, let me not even say that is, but at a journey that may appear singular, and expect my journey to look the same. So I've also been releasing that energy of worrying about what the fuck everybody else is doing. Because even when people look at me, they're like, I can't believe you're worried about, or I can't believe, or I thought you were rich, or this, that. Like, when people look at me and perceive me, I gotta know how to navigate that and be real with myself and not deal with imposter syndrome, etc., etc. So I can't look at other people and project my perceptions onto them, especially if I don't know them in real life. And even if you do know somebody in real life, you just never know to what extent they may be sharing with you, being the world, or what parts of themselves they may be keeping to themselves. So it's just always best to perceive people as they tell you or present themselves to be perceived. And her journey perceives to be pole involved. My journey has not been pole involved. There's so many other things that I've been doing, am still doing, and want to do, that I just have to allow myself to really hone in on. So I'm also going to be, in addition to entertaining the thought of getting back on the pole, back both in clubs at a lower capacity and teaching classes at a lower capacity, I'm still doing content creation. I've been grappling with the idea of explicit content and that being available to the masses. And with me being, again, like a person that's big on energy, I've just decided that as far as social media goes, I personally will not be posting super explicit content. I'm moving back from that. I'm getting older. Maybe it's something that comes with age, where you just want to be perceived as more demure, or not even perceived as more demure, but you don't want people all up in your business to that extent. And I feel like because some of my social media websites are extremely accessible, to the point where I've had a stalker literally come and be like, I Googled you. Is this you doing XYZ? I'm like, yeah, that's me. And, you know, I wasn't ashamed of it at the time because I was having a great time doing what I was doing. But I think that to an extent, I don't want everybody being able to access me like that. I think that just like this Patreon and this paid video, I am streaming it through YouTube. FYI, I want you guys to know the back ends of everything I'm doing, right? I am streaming this through YouTube because it is the only network that will let me stream longer videos without hassle, without paying. And because this month especially, I'm letting my websites cancel. I've canceled a lot of my subscriptions. I'm trying to save and stack my money this month as much as I possibly can. So I'm not paying for this to stream by funneling it through YouTube. But by sharing it through YouTube, it is an external link. I apologize that it can't be right here on Patreon. But with that being said, this is a video that technically people paid to see. Anything explicit and beyond, you know, anything beyond what would be safe to share on Instagram. Anything that would be beyond safe to share on Instagram, I don't want to be sharing for free. And if you know Instagram and their restrictions and the way, yeah, sometimes people get away with murder, sometimes people don't. I just don't want to share that energy with the world. So, in addition to that, I still have my Sprinter up and running. I do want to share some facts about the sprinter journey too. Once upon a time, everybody was telling you to invest in trucks, to invest in sprinters, to invest in vending machines. So as I'm on my journey to financial freedom and I continue to share said journey, I definitely want to get more into the more tangible things and the things that do require financial investments. It takes money to make money, and although I understand most of us could barely save enough to pay our bills, I do want to encourage anyone watching this video to come with me on this journey. And if inspired at any point in time throughout this journey to be like, you know what, I think I can do that, then start saving as little as $5 a day, $5 a week, whatever you can save. And however long it takes you to reach that goal, as long as you're staying consistent, I believe that you can reach the goal, which is why I'm like, you know what, let me try to stay consistent. Let me build a schedule. Let me assess all the things I have to the world and how I can put it out on a regular basis. And even if I don't reach that goal today or tomorrow, when I do reach that goal, I'm going to look back and be like, damn, I'm glad I was consistent. I have the sprinter, modeling, acting, making content. What else? Patreon, as you guys know. I have my Amazon as well. I definitely need to get into linking that more. My holistic healing services, once my energy is back where I feel like I can trust myself to handle other people's energy, I will be incorporating that more in giving like spiritual readings and things like that. And what else do I have to offer the world? I do public relations, PR, helping you build your brand, helping yourself become more marketable, helping yourself beat TikTok and Instagram algorithms, any type of branding, whatever it is you do, music artist, dancer, pole aerialist, sexy, whatever, non-sexy, nerdy, whatever your specialty is, I can make it look good, and I can sell water to your fish if you want me to. So if you need assistance in any of those categories, if you want to use any of the tools that I have accessible and that I've listed, I want to think, of course, I have my mentorship. This is a part of the mentorship. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I am a bartender and a server. If you know anybody that needs a bartender or a server, I'm here. What else? I think I covered most of it, but I don't want to miss out on anything. So I really want to make sure I cover everything in this video because it's been a while. I'm an event host. If you need an event host, if you need a body rub specialist, I'm also doing my body rubs. Now, let me know below or DM me if you want to know how my body rub business has been doing and how you can build one too. It is important that I note that I am not a massage specialist. I am not a masseuse. I'm a body rub specialist, and that did not require any type of certification, but it definitely did make me more than I spent on it. I want to say, let's say I purchased 4 bottles of body oil, maybe invested an hour worth of editing and taking videos and reaching out to clients and answering DMs. Let's say worst case scenario, I invested maybe $300, and that's me at the highest guesstimate. I've invested maybe $300. I can say I've definitely made that back at least 5-fold. I won't say 10-fold, but until I've done the right numbers, but I'd say at least 5-fold. So being able to make that money back and know that based on how I price myself, based on when and where I price myself, and based on how I market myself, that I've been able to create another lane of business without going to school for it, without doing too much of any extra of what I was already doing, and supplement the income that I was making from doing the poll and now have something else to offer and show people like, hey, yeah, I'm serious. It's just so valuable and so exciting now that I'm talking about it and thinking about it. I'm so glad that I'm doing this video, because with how depressed I was about nothing, it's just so good that I'm here now. I'm going to come back and do a count with me in 1 second. All right, I'm back. Had a client call. There goes one meeting. I think I have another one. Yes, I have another one at 8:30. So we got some time. So this is what it's looking like. My stripper senses are tingling. I'm gonna say it could be 400. Now, prayerfully it's 5, because then it's a nice big bag. And I made this in less than an hour, y'all. This is why who would really, honestly, I was mad at somebody because somebody commented when I announced my retirement. Somebody commented like, oh, just don't be one of those strippers that have multiple retirements. Who would ever give up this kind of career forever? Forever, ever? Like never, oh, hey, yo, my bro's having a birthday party. Would you? Yes. Oh, hey, yo, my cousin's brother's turning 21. Yes. Yes. I'm there. Yes. But neither here nor there. Let me hurry up and do this count, because this video is already almost an hour long. 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Child. See, I haven't done it in so long. I haven't done it in so long, I forgot how. Don't judge me, y'all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. I'm also struggling because this is my first time doing it with gloves. I saw this girl that I follow, a stripper's guide, I believe. No, it wasn't a stripper's guide. It was another one. The girl that teaches the one-on-one stripper classes. I saw her using gloves, and I was like, you know, that is probably more sanitary. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. More sanitary than what the fuck we be doing. We just be raw dogging these dirty dollars that have been in all type of alcohol, potential feces. We don't know. Bodily fluids and shit. And we just be raw dogging it. Now, typically, I would do 25. I probably still will. What is that? That's 10 and 10. I probably still will. I was just trying to break down into 20s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Because that's the easier amount of time in between for me to be able to talk. And I used to be able to talk and count. I don't know. It's just, you don't use it, you lose it. Has it really been that long since December? Well, technically, bitch, it has been 2 months. Damn. Damn. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. It just really hit me. I went 2 months without dancing in the strip club. What the fuck have I been doing? When was the last time? Girl, I can't remember the last time since I became a stripper that I spent 2 months. 2 months out of the strip club? That's crazy. Yo. In 4 years? 2 months? That's crazy. And I really paid bills and took trips without touching a strip club. Yo, my God, what an awesome God. That's fucking crazy, bro. And now, granted, like, and I want y'all to understand, when I talk about my degree, I'm not talking about it from a standpoint of me trying to brag. I identify that as a personal accomplishment. I got a bachelor's degree in 3 years instead of 4. I accomplished something. Not only does Western America, and I believe, or not even Western America, most of the fucking world does not believe that I can't do. I did it with all the doubts, circumstances, shit against me, student loans, nigga, like that. This is no joke. So with that being said, I cannot believe, like, yes, there's other ways I could have made money. I could have got a 9 to 5, could have did this, that. Everybody got a million ideas about what I could have did. But to be able to live the life I want to live, to not only not step foot in the strip club, even when mad people perceive that I couldn't do anything else, or that, oh, I'm so talented and this, that, and that's what I should be doing. And to also not give up and work a 9 to 5. And I've been to let's say four different states. And this is only the first quarter of the year. What is it that I can't do? And life of luxury, babes. Life of luxury. Neither here nor there. Let me get back to my account, because I just had to have a moment. And I hope that y'all experience these moments too, where you reflect on where you've been and where you at, and you like, nah, I can't believe I thought of myself. I hope this lasts, because, every time I thought my depression was over, it came back for me. But hopefully this makes it last forever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I'm not even counting right no more. Hopefully this makes my happiness last forever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I had it right the first time. Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we're almost at 100 over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, y'all, we are at 100. Now, 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. All right, now I'm gonna do a time lapse, because I don't think I have any more to say. I don't need to run y'all ears off with my mouth. But I'll leave this here so we can see that 100 stack stayed there. And I'm gonna just do a time lapse, count the money real quick, hopefully real quick, and end this video. Y'all, and I also wanted to add that a part of stripping or dancing that people don't really think about as much as they think about the money, right? Even as dancers, that we don't think about as we're doing it, is a part of the adrenaline and the rush, and what keeps us going into the club every day is that excitement factor. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know how much you're gonna make. Like, it seems like the possibilities are infinite. And I think that one of the problems that going into the club every day, in and out, to the point where when you reflect, you can't even remember the last time you went a week without being in the club. Like, I think what the problem that type of energy can create is it's losing its wow factor, especially when you go into the club and you're seeing a lot of the same regulars, or doing a lot of the same shit, or you're doing a lot of the same things, and it just feels repetitive. It kind of feels like it would feel at a 9 to 5, you know? It kind of feels empty or pointless, or like you're not growing. I think that a part of that I think I'm going to combat if I do decide to go back to being in the club, and how I'm going to combat it is going back to making it fun. Maybe like finding new personalities to wear every week. Like, okay, this is going to be the good girl personality. Okay, this is who I'm going to be this week. Or, just finding new ways to make it more interesting and creating different characters. If the purpose of this job is fantasy, and I'm not even fantasizing myself, I'm not even enticing myself, I could see why things are getting old. And as I see these little things that are dropping from the money, I can see why Shorty used gloves, and I'm so glad that I too am using gloves. But I'm also glad that I have this green cover up. It's actually like a that mesh paper that came with my birthday gifts, my spiritual birthday gifts that my friend got me. So counting money on green feels good. This is gonna go in the garbage after. There's more tissue paper that I'll probably be using for tonight. I'm feeling like going out tonight. That's the thing about making money too. And when you start dancing, is noticing how the adrenaline causes more adrenaline. Like the rush of counting this money, the excitement that I'm getting from counting this money and doing this video is making me want to get up and do it again. So maybe at the end of each night, if you're a dancer, at the end of each night, just go ahead and make a video about the positive things that happened that night. Or like just make an ironic, funny video, even if it's just for yourself and you don't share it with anybody. An ironic, funny video of all the things that could have went worse. For example, I could have broke my nail. When I did that one trick on the pole, I could have broke my nail. Or somebody could have slipped their finger in my butthole. Which it sounds pretty spooky, but it is a possibility in the club, and I hope that would never happen to anybody, but I've witnessed it happen, but neither here nor there. I could have spilled my drink all over myself while I was in front of that customer. That customer's breath could have been bad. Like, maybe if there are not a lot of things to be positive or happy about, just making videos that make you laugh when you look back on them. But I'm gonna get back to counting. I just had an epiphany and I had to share that. All right, y'all, so my stripper senses were correct. I was about at 400. It is 300. These are 20, so that's 365. Now this is not including or having anything to do with whatever I may have received on Cash App, or whatever money that was already making itself on my other websites. So who knows how much I actually made within that day, but within that hour span and the energy and the time that was required of me, and Lord knows when not drinking and doing the work, I definitely earned this. So with that being said, this is what I created, manifested, danced my ass off for. The tidbit, this spot did not have a pole, so this was just pure dancing, entertainment, talking. Gotta use that mouthpiece. That mouthpiece is gonna be the reason you get to do less work. And also, what else did I want to add? I guess that's it, y'all. Definitely pay attention to the rest of the videos that I'll be posting. This is going to be the last and final video, but the main video will be the most important video, so make sure y'all go watch that. That'll be the one that's linked to YouTube, since I can't post long videos on here.